here. So we're gonna just try to jump right into the video because my child's finally back from visiting her father, and it's a whole, thing going on right now. But yeah, so we are here to talk about the Kissing Booth 2. I really love the Kissing Booth, the first Kissing Booth. So I was really happy to hear that they made another one. Even more happy to hear that just after the second one came out, 2 days later, they're about to come out with a third one. They're gonna prove a third one. I'm like, okay. So I was like, let me hurry up and watch this before I see so many spoilers on my timeline, because they've been around. But let's first, movie one. Elle and Lee are best friends. They've been best friends since they were babies because their own mom's been best friends, and Elle has a crush on Lee's brother since for a while. And now they're juniors in high school, and they came up with this fundraiser idea of the Kissing Booth. And why not get Lee's brother, because he's the most popular guy in the school, the hottest too. He didn't want to do it, but of course, eventually we see him and Elle falling for each other, even though Elle already loved him. But Lee kind of, he didn't want that to happen. Because he feels like his brother gets everything that he wants, and he feels like Elle was finally the thing that he has that his brother has never had, and it's kind of like, damn, a fuck you in my face, because now he has it. But eventually him and Elle got over that. The brother Flynn is going to college now, so that's where we left off. He's going to college. We're going to see how this thing works. And I'm guessing in season 2, right? I mean, it's not season 2. I'm so used to watching shows. Let's get back on movie 2. Let's go. So, movie 2. We've actually finished where they left off with Flynn and Elle spending the summer together. They have the most amazing summer, and I thought it was really beautiful. And then Flynn goes to Harvard of all schools, and I'm like, that's a really good school this boy done went to. And it's like, oh shit, he was smart, because they didn't really talk about his academics that much in the first movie, but he's in law school, so that means he's really fucking smart, and his parents got money too, so that also helped. But yeah, so now she's hanging back out with Lee. She gave Flynn space. She's like, I don't want you to feel like I'm clingy, and I want you to actually enjoy yourself in college, because we all know how it goes. People who date before college more likely don't end up together. So like, it's like 1 in a 10 chance they actually end up staying together. And she felt like, this is all we go downhill from now, so let me just give you a space so you can do what you do, so you don't feel bad, so I can say, look, I'm mature, but I'm really not. I'm just scared. But okay, so she's hanging out with Lee and his girlfriend, and his girlfriend is feeling some type of way. She's feeling like the third wheel instead of Elle feeling like the third wheel, because Elle's hanging out with him so much. And I'm thinking, like, girl, they've been best friends since birth, and when you got in this relationship, you knew that they was hanging out as much as they did. So I'm kind of feeling like how you feeling some type of way, but I guess I can see how that is, because I wouldn't want my man hanging out with his best friends all the time, like all the time, and then I gotta fit in. They gotta fit in with what we got plans going on. No, sometimes we won't. We need some us time. So I'm gonna get that. But I ain't gonna try to change the whole lineup. Like, say you can't hang out with her as much as what they used to do. Like, they little rules. Look, she feel the way about that. The way the costumes felt the way about that. It was other things. She was just like, seemed like she was just being a real bitch. She was being a real bitch this movie. And we get introduced to this new character, Marco, and he is scrumdiddlyumptious. I always gotta say this, sorry babe, but he's scrumdiddlyumptious. And we kind of feel like he has this little thing for Elle, but it doesn't start. I mean, it's kind of the same. The way they writers did it, it's kind of giving the same vibe as Flynn and Elle did last movie. Like, he's being, rude, kind of, in a way, I want to say, to her, but then they end up falling for each other, and I kind of feel like that's how they was painting the story, but they're just adding a new boy into it. So they was the Dance Dance Revolution thing. That was Elle's and Lee's thing. So Elle wanted they saw that someone had beat their high score, and they didn't find out it was Marco till like midway in, until they was actually trying to get him to participate in the kissing booth, because of course they had to come up with another kissing booth this year, and they didn't have anyone to beat Flynn last year except this new guy Marco, because he's so hot. Well, since Elle has been outed for telling everyone how scrumdiddlyumptious Marco is on the intercom, everyone heard of it, even him. You know, their meeting them already didn't start off kosher. So, but Elle and Lee was practicing because she wanted money from winning the competition, the Dance Dance Revolution competition, that game that they always play. But she didn't tell Lee why she wanted the money. She just said it for school. She didn't say which school. Now, Flynn wanted her to go to Harvard with him. But she had this lifelong plan with Lee to go to UC Berkeley. You see the dilemma here. Changing up your whole life for some man. But, whatever. So she wanted to win the money for that. So Lee's thinking, oh, I'm not that good, so let me hook you up with Marco, since we found out that he really is amazing at this game. But he faked a leg injury. I got it. Injured. He faked that because his girlfriend told him to tell Elle that she got to stop hanging around with us as much. I'm sorry, boo. I don't care how lonely you is, but this is my man. I want our time. He didn't tell her because his best friend. And of course, he wants her around. He wants both of them around. He don't want to pick. Like, why can't I be around both of y'all? And it's like, it can't work like that, honey. We can't all three be three amigos. No, honey, we need us time. I ain't saying you gotta stop hanging out with her, but just sometimes I don't want to do that. Because he was doing some things where he would forget about Rachel and go hang out with Elle for so long. It's like, oh, we just lost track of time. And it's like, damn, boy. Yeah, she was like, you gotta pick, honey. You gotta tell Elle that I'm an important part of your life. And he lied to both of them. Like, yeah, I told Elle what happened. Yeah, I told her we can't hang out. But really, he just faked the leg injury. I just can't say that word today. So Marco can go do the dance with Elle. And that's what pretty much happened. They started to, hang out more. And feelings started to develop. Because Elle is feeling insecure about Flynn because he's hanging out with a beautiful girl. A new girl, Chloe. But she's thinking that they're getting together, but actually it's a friend, and it's like, why can you be friends with a boy, my brother, but I can't be friends with a girl and it just be that? Why gotta be something that I'm cheating on you with? Which is kind of true. It's like, yeah, girl, you don't see that double standard? Like, should he be worried about you and his brother? But also, like, he was lying about hanging out with her too. But then I go see why he lied. It's like, damn, because I don't want to keep arguing about the same things. Like, I'm not cheating on you, boo. Like, damn, I just want to me and the girls as friends. And like, sometimes the person who you connect with so closely is the opposite sex. And that's how I was like, that's how I'm got more male friends than I have more the girl. Because I just feel like, I don't know. It's just better. It's just been better that way. They give you real advice. It's not too much drama for me, and I like it that way. It's just better. So I can see why people best friends of the opposite sex. But anyway, back to the movie. So yeah, she's starting to feel like he's cheating on her, so she's getting closer to Marco, and that boy, I'm telling you, look, they're the dance competition, and it's about to end, and she don't see that her boyfriend is in the audience watching her dance, which is okay. But then I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be good. Then you see at the end, she looking at him like she about to kiss. I'm like, don't you do it. Don't you do it. And it kept getting closer. I'm like, nah. I was screaming. I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Thinking she heard me, but she didn't hear me. They ended up kissing, and I was just shocked, like, cringe as fuck, because he's watching that. Like, think how heartbroken that is to watch your partner kiss someone else as you come in to surprise them, to watch something that they love doing. That's awkward and rude as fuck. So yeah. Elle's in a big predicament because Lee finds out that she applied to Harvard without telling him. And now Rachel's mad at her because she feel like she's cock blocking, but Rachel don't know that Lee never told her that how Rachel really felt. So next Thanksgiving is next day. She got 3 people mad at her in the room: Flynn, Lee, Rachel. She trying to talk to all of them, and it ain't working, boo. But it comes out. You know, when you mad, it's gonna come out. So Lee told her that he found out about the Harvard stuff. Rachel told her about how she felt like she was like in the way, but she was like, I didn't even know. Flynn didn't tell her. So now Rachel broke up with Lee because Lee is not showing that he wants to be with Rachel. He's not showing that she's a priority. He's showing that Elle's a priority, and I'm gonna leave her because they went to like a flashback. He was like, well, if you didn't like Rachel, I would dump her. So it's kind of heartbreaking to hear. Like, damn, your boyfriend didn't like me, you would dump me? That's kind of rude, but okay, sis. So then we get to her talking to Flynn, and we find out that the earring is Chloe's, and Flynn didn't even know. So he like, Chloe, why you didn't tell me about that was your earring? Like, you got this girl thinking I'm cheating on her now. You gave me even more proof to go further with it. She was like, well, I spent the night at your house one time, and I guess it fell off and I didn't know about it. So it was like, well, damn, if you had told me this from the jump, I would have told her what happened, and we wouldn't have been no reason to be arguing. So now they died talking, won't. At least the kissing booth is here now, so they're getting Lee and Rachel back together at the kissing booth. They end up kissing each other both blindfolded. And, you know, going back out together, blah, blah, blah. Boom, boom, boom. That's cute. Whatever. I'm here for Lee. I stand Lee. I still don't like his girlfriend, though. Because she didn't have to come on my girl out like that. She didn't. Because I'm like, they best friends, girl. Get about their way. They had this plan for all their life. I get it. Your life changes when you meet someone. But don't do it. So the most beautiful part of this whole movie was the Ollie character and how he kind of came out in front of everybody. Like, that was like there was a big coming out story, because you can see that he had a crush on this guy, and he didn't even really understand it himself. But doing something like that in front of everyone, to just fucking go and kiss the guy at the kissing booth because it's something you really want to do. And everyone was so accepting of it, so happy, cheering for him. And I was like, I almost teared up. Like, that was so beautiful. I think that was really beautiful. How accepting they was of their friend, that he finally came out and was truthful with something. He felt like he can probably feel like he can be himself now. Well, at least until he tells his parents. But, you know, that's another story. So I thought that was really cute. So then Marco came and visit Elle. He was like, kind of explaining, like, yeah, I have feelings for you. I do. But I'm in love with Flynn. Like, that was my boo. I've been in love with him my whole life. That ain't gonna stop. On. The race is on. Elle's gonna go get her man. Flynn's coming to realization that he's still in love with Elle. No matter how hard try, he still loves the girl. So they meet up and, you know, talk things over. Yeah. Elle filled out an application. She finally did her whole little essay story over. More beautiful. And so we have Harvard and we have UC Berkeley. Harvard, Flynn, UC Berkeley, Lee. So, this is the letters. She tells them that she did not get in, or that she's waitlisted on both of them. So they're like, oh, they're feeling bad. Like, oh yeah, well maybe we'll see how that goes. But it actually goes back that the Holden got into both of them. She got into both schools. So I'm like, you just don't get enough of lying, huh? You just don't get enough of that lying shit. I'm tired of liars. I hate liars so much. Just tell me how it is and we can get together. Because now it's like you're conflicted. It's like, do you want to be with your man or do you want to be with your best friend? Who you want to wishes, lifelong wishes for? And it's like, what you gonna go to Harvard for the Harvard? I think it was Harvard Law at that. What are you gonna go to Harvard to study? What do you want to study at Harvard that you got to really work for a tuition for? Like, you got to work hard for that too. Your parents ain't rich. You just that. But then you got to UC Berkeley, and it's like you made plans to leave it. And then I understand that plans change as you grow older. Your outlook on things change. So of course your views change, your plans change. So, but it's like y'all made that plan, and then at least, well, this is the thing that irritates me about L. Least stands for his bestie. He stands for his bestie these whole 2 movies. Like, he was there to show that girl, like, I'm for you, I'm with this plan, I'm with that, I'm down, I'm loyal. Even with Rachel, if you see he got broken up with, and now you can see that he was still down for you. I still want to be with you, girl. I still want to be your best friend. But you was like, I'm conflicted. Flynn is more important. It seemed like Flynn was more important than fucking Lee was to you at that point. Because you got some dick. Some dick. Like, damn, I felt the way about her. Like, girl, you just keep doing Lee wrong, and he keeps showing you nothing but loyalty. I'm thinking that's where the movie 3 is gonna go to. Because Marco also was at the end. Marco was like, no, she's still worth it. Like, he still wants that thing. He still wants that thing back, honey. So hopefully they continue this. I'm hoping in movie 3 she goes to UC Berkeley. I'm sorry, Flynn. I'm loving y'all relationship, and I know it's 1 in a million chance that couples work out, especially when they go to 2 different colleges. But y'all can make it work. If y'all really love each other like y'all really say y'all do, y'all can make it work. Or y'all to take breaks, do that too. But I feel like she should go with UC Berkeley. I would. I love you, baby, but I would. Yeah. It was just a big mess, but I loved it. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. Kept my attention the whole time. Of course, was our first one. Very, very beautiful characters throughout the whole movie. It was a good plot, and it ended well. It ended like, okay, I see why they was like getting the movie 3 now. So I thought it was great. So we'll be back, guys. Let me know how you felt about the movie. Who team are you on? Team Marco, Team Flynn? I'm Team Flynn. I'm sorry, Marco. You was hot, honey, but I'm still Team him. Or honorary mention, Team Lee. Team Lee. Okay? Over both of y'all boys. Shit. But yeah. So let me know how y'all thought about that movie. And also, I need to finish 13 Reasons Why, because I keep seeing spoilers across my page as well, and I'm tired of it. I really need to finish so I can give y'all my honest review about the whole stressing season. See why I took a long break. It was so stressing to me. But yeah, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay to your girl? Okay. Bye-bye.